Hey
What's
yo!
up?
Welcome back. We got another episode of the Hardy Times for you.
Yes, we do.
A lot of fun topics to talk about today. Les, what are we going in on?
Okay, so today, as always, we're here to educate, enlighten, and entertain you.
Those three.
So, to educate you on appraisals, we're going to talk about that, and then enlighten you on some summertime activities,
Can't wait.
and also entertain you with a game, a summertime themed game.
That's what we do best.
The
We like to
summertime
entertain.
is right around the corner, and we are excited.
Yeah, we figured it's starting to get nice out, so why not talk about the summertime a bit?
Yes.
So I'm going to go right
into
into
it.
our real estate topic of the day, which is appraisals, which is not the most sexy thing to talk about again with real estate, but I think it needs to be addressed.
Big,
So
important
what
piece to the
is an appraisal?
transaction.
What is an appraisal? An appraisal is an unbiased professional opinion of the value of a home. And what they factor into that is location, property condition, features of the home, and comparable prices. That is what an appraisal will look at. That is like the basis for every appraisal.
And for an appraisal, who orders the appraisal?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Leslie. The lender orders the appraisal. They usually hire a third-party company, and it's important for the lender to issue out the appraisal because that's really their collateral on the house. So, like, let's say I'm a buyer, I buy the house, I default. The collateral that the bank has is the house itself. So, if you default, you don't pay on your mortgage, the bank will sell the home to recoup its money.
Yeah.
So, it's the bank. The bank orders the appraisal.
Yeah. And they base their loan off the appraisal amount.
Yep, that's
So-
an important part of the whole deal is why it's important. So a bank doesn't want to, I'll give you a round number. So let's say you're buying a house for $500,000. So you get your appraisal, it appraises at 480. So it came in low. A few things can happen next. One, you can go back to the sellers and say, hey, listen, it didn't appraise, we like to renegotiate, can you do 480? Now they could say no, that's the right. And what happens, I'm going to say about 75% of the time, you split it in half.
Yeah.
So let's say it's 480, the agreed upon price was 500, you negotiate back to 490, so the buyer gets the house for a bit less, the seller has to sell the house for less, but the buyer
A bit more.
has to pay more cash up front.
Yeah.
So the lender will only loan on the lend amount number. So that's the appraised number is 480. They will only appraise 480 and loan on 480.
Yeah.
If that makes good sense to you. So the buyer has to bring more cash to the table.
Right. And it's important to note, because this just came up, so when you get a loan and you put, let's say, 20% down, the appraisal is going to be off the purchase price, not the loan amount. So that's a big important piece to that. So it's always off the higher amount, the purchase price.
And it's not just for buying a house. A lot of times people will refi. And when they refi, let's say somebody bought the house 20 years ago, could have been a higher interest rate, so it makes a lot of sense to refi. And when you refi, you get another appraisal. And let's say the appraised amount goes higher and you want to do a cash out refi on the home, you can use that money to refi on the cash out loan to improve your home. Maybe redo the kitchen, redo the bathroom, add an extension, whatever you like. That's a commonality too. So that would be
Which is
another example of a
great-
refi.
Yeah, a great resource to why you own a house.
Exactly.
Great perk.
Exactly. And a lot of people don't know that too. And a lot of people that just buy a house thinks they just sit on it. That's the end of it. But there's a lot of cool tools to use to get money out of that investment, which is your house, to pay for things such as the deck, kitchen, bathroom, whatever have you.
Yeah. And then just to chime in here, because I personally went through the purchase process, and the appraisal did come up in my house. So I just wanted to give a real life story of what happened with me and just why the appraisal is a big important piece to the transaction. So what we did, which was a risk, was there was multiple offers on the property. We really loved the house. So we went in $25,000 over the asking price, which is crazy, but it's Philly. That's what we had to do to get
Multiple
into the house.
offers, it's competitive.
There were
You had to do
9
what you had to
other
do.
offers, 3 of which did come in at the same 25,000 over asking, so it wasn't just us. But why we beat them out was we ended up waiving our mortgage. And I talked to our lender about that. She told us the risks that went along with it. Basically, if the house doesn't appraise, then the sellers don't have to drop the price because it's not contingent on financing. So the risk there is we're gonna have to come up with the extra cash if it doesn't appraise. And we really liked the house. We wanted to get the house, so we went ahead and did that, knowing that risk. And I really thought it was going to appraise. The house was awesome. The neighborhood was really strong, and there were a bunch of comparable properties that were pending and listed that sold within a few days on the market. So I really thought the value was there. And so we ended up getting our appraisal back, and it came in at the list price, which was $450. So that was a huge shock to see that. So what you can do from there is you can fight an appraisal. It's pretty tough to do, but I went through the process. They don't usually like to change the appraisal once they turn it into their computer system, because it kind of changes some things in their computer system of appraisals. But I had to supply comps that supported why I thought that they needed to reconsider the value of the house. And the difference with this one is they were only going to use settled comps. So they couldn't use the pending comps that I had in mind, and the active ones that were that went pending. But I did supply some that they didn't consider in the appraisal. They used a handful of comps, and I went back to them with it, and I actually won. They did go up in value to $465, so not quite to the $475, but it was a huge win and huge relief also. But that can happen, real life story. So you just need to know the importance of what you're doing, and make sure that you can follow through on what you're doing with waiving your mortgage. But
Definitely.
It worked out.
It worked out good.
We're
I think you got a
happy,
good
and it's
deal
worth
overall
it.
on it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good example of something that a buyer had to do in a competitive
Right.
situation to get a house, because it's a
set us
seller's
apart.
market right now. So every buyer has to separate themselves from one way or another. So
Mhm.
you guys waived the appraisal, and the appraisal came in came in low. So you had to adjust, and you challenged the appraisal. You got some money back.
Mhm.
Still had to give up a little bit of money in the back end, but overall you got the house for a price that you
Yeah.
like, and they had to do what they had to do, and you guys are happy. I mean,
Yeah.
now if the appraisal were to go again, it would probably
Yeah,
appraise
so
the full
that's
amount.
the thing is, if it, like, our settlement date was the end of June, if it would have settled at the end of July with a few more settled comps, the value would have been there. So we felt
Mhm.
good about buying the house because we knew the value was there. It just took some extra cash to get into our
Yeah.
dream house, but
I hope that example helped you guys, because I think that's the best way to describe
yeah.
the importance of the appraisal. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not something that everyone likes to talk about, and for the most part, as long as the house appraises, that's just another tick on the checkbox that goes through, and you
Yeah.
buy the house. The only problem is if it comes in low, it can delay settlement.
It's
It can
just
open up
another negotiation
renegotiations,
piece, yeah.
but in some cases, it can kill a deal.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important to understand the process of the appraisal.
Yeah. And if you have any other questions, I know that was a lot of information, but
Yeah.
Reach out, and if it's something that you're considering or looking into, just let us know and we can talk you through it.
Definitely. I want you guys to be educated on the art of the appraisal,
Yes.
an important part of real estate.
Yeah.
That it is. So Les, what else we got on the docket today?
Yeah, so I'm just excited for the summertime.
Me too.
And
Me too.
we want to talk to you about what we like so much about summer, and we always talk about the differences between me, where I grew up and lived in Colorado and Pennsylvania, and now that I'm living here. Definitely my favorite part about living here is the beach. That the
Mhm.
beach is an hour from the city. I go
Oh,
there
yeah.
every weekend. That's why I look forward to the summertime. And I always thought it'd be really cool to grow up here and be so close to the beach. Even though I had the mountains, I'm a beach girl. So
You like the beach?
yeah. So how was that growing up in?
It was great.
And
I mean,
did
I
you go to
love
the
the
shore a lot?
beach. I love the beach. You know, everyone in my area, I grew up in Delaware County. We go to South Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So growing up as a kid, we went to Ocean City, New Jersey, which is
Yeah.
a dry town. It's a great family-oriented town.
Boardwalk. I
The
love
boardwalk
it
there, I just remember as a kid, you go to Mac and Mango's, which is now
Mhm.
Manco and Mango, because Mac didn't pay his taxes. But you have Mini Guff, you have
Scandalous.
Coors Brothers. There's a lot there that's very much so child friendly, which is great for like any kid in this area. And as you get older, you go to beach towns like Sea Isle or Avalon,
Yeah.
where there is more drinking, there's more bars. You know, all like the older brothers or cousins from when we were like in that elementary, middle school level, as they get out of high school and into college and they get their shore houses. That's kind of like what you always looked
You would
up
go
to.
up and visit them?
You couldn't like,
Or-
I really didn't have anybody, but I
Oh.
would hear about it.
Okay.
I'd hear stories. So like once we turned 21 and
You
22,
were like looking forward
we
to
got
that.
Shore House in Sea Isle, and that's where you
so
go.
fun. Yeah.
In that area, you go to Avalon, you go to Cape May, Margate.
yeah.
Those are beach towns that people from this area usually go. And you don't call it the beach either. You go down the shore.
Okay.
which
yeah.
I feel like
yeah,
this
that was
area
a
is
term I
selected
didn't
to that.
really understand until.
Down the
Okay.
shore. I don't know if that's specifically a Delco thing. I think it's just this area. We call it going down the shore. Would you ever say that, Colorado?
I never heard of that term or
No?
phrase until I moved here. Yeah. I'm
down
like,
the shore.
you mean the beach?
Yeah.
Going to the beach.
So that was a lot of my summers,
Like down the
post
shore.
21, pre 21. What about Colorado?
Yeah. So Colorado, there, it's landlocked. So we would go to reservoirs.
Okay.
You can go boating on a reservoir, water skiing, or wakeboarding, not jet skiing, or maybe some places. But yeah, just like neighborhood pools, which
Yeah.
were a lot of fun. Or like people, like our friends who had houses who had pools, we would hang out there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that was what a Colorado
happens-
summer looked like.
My question is, what happens to those ski resorts in the
Yeah,
summertime?
ski resorts are awesome to go like hiking.
Okay.
And there's of course pools there, but yeah, just like a lot of like.
So they don't close. They just offer up a couple different options.
Oh no, yeah.
So that's part
and
of
like
it.
there's rivers that you can float down, things like
Mhm.
that. Yeah, so you're still in the mountains and it's nice out. You can go enjoy it up there. But
Good. I always wonder what it was like there. I've never been.
Mhm.
You know, I've never been to Denver.
I know you
Never been to
gotta
Colorado
go,
period, other
gotta
than
go.
flying in there
Oh,
temporarily.
concerts at Red Rocks. That was like, a
Ah,
big part of my
yes.
summer. Red Rocks.
That's on my
Amphitheater.
list.
Yeah.
Red Rocks. If
Yeah.
anybody's ever seen a concert at Red Rocks out there, chime in. It's on my
Yeah.
bucket list. I'm a big concert goer, so I want to catch a concert out in Red Rocks. But I'm trying to time up who to go out there to see. Looking at their summer schedule, nobody pops out at me. So if you've seen a concert there,
Yeah.
let me know who you recommend seeing out there. I know the music bounces off the.
Go to
Mountains a
YouTube
little
and
bit
watch
different.
Zach Brown Band. They
Yeah?
filmed their music video at Red Rocks.
Ah,
I think it was the Colder Weather song, and it's so good. It
Zach
gives it a
Brown
really
Band.
cool.
I like them. You know, the Eagles
visual.
they just signed somebody named Zach Brown,
Oh yeah.
but he's not in the band.
Not to be mistaken by.
No, he's
Zach
not
Brown.
in the band.
Yeah.
Big pickup though.
But yeah, and I also was like thinking about it. Did you guys go to the shore after prom? Like, was that your after prom?
No, we actually went to the Mountain House.
Okay,
We
so
we rented a Mountain House, so we
Okay.
went to the Poconos.
Okay,
But people do
but
do
that
the shore.
we didn't do anything like that where you would go. Like,
What did you guys do for? So that was your after prom. Our after
Yeah.
prom was the mountains, but our senior week
We didn't have senior
the
week.
beach. You
That
didn't
was
have senior
another
week?
thing we didn't have senior week.
that never
What
that
is
doesn't
senior
exist.
week?
Senior week is where you go disappear
Like
for
a
a week
week
and
before
have fun.
graduation, you're just like off school. Is that
You're off of school. I guess that's considered what like college kids would say spring break. So school hasn't concluded yet, but you have like a week off, and that's senior week.
Well,
you just
wait,
you
we
go to
had
the beach.
spring break, but that was
It
like
wasn't. It wasn't. I'm not sure exactly what week it was.
I'm pretty sure it's
on
like
the
the
calendar.
week before graduation.
I know when we went to senior week, we didn't graduate yet. So we came back from
Right.
senior week and we still had to graduate. But
How do you not
Senior
remember?
had I not remember, I don't know, a couple concussions in my
I
day.
wonder why.
Yeah, but that was memorable too. And that was we did that in Wildwood.
Yeah, that's so fun.
It was, and like our whole entire high school
Yeah.
had different houses in Wildwood. I'm probably not going to tell every story, but it was a
love
lot of
that.
fun,
Yeah.
and that was summertime.
Summertime. We also
Was
would
the
go
beach.
camping a lot. We would drive up
Okay.
and just drink and sleep in a car and drive
I feel
home.
like Colorado is synonymous with camping. There's just more outdoorness out there.
Yeah.
PA's not bad, but you have to travel a bit
Yeah.
to get like the full camping experience.
Yeah.
So if you have a favorite summertime activity, a
Chime
favorite
in.
place to go in the summer,
What do you
let us
guys
know.
think? Which summertime activities would you prefer? Colorado activities or PA, Pennsylvania activities? I want to know.
We got
And it
somebody.
kinda-
We got somebody chiming in. Maggot Motel. So that's my
Where's
friend
that? Where is
Tim.
that?
So Maggot Motel. We rented a house in Sea Isle one time.
Ew.
Actually, a
now,
bunch of
now
times.
it's the name of the
But
house.
we had one. I mean, this is before I was in the real estate industry,
Yeah.
and also before it really clicked in my head that I need to take care of real estate. We didn't treat the property as well as we
you
could.
didn't own
We
the
don't know the
house,
guy that
right?
owned the house didn't keep the house as
Yeah,
nice as it
that's
should
the
have been.
responsibility of the homeowner, not the
So
renter.
I'm not going to go too far in depth there, but we
Ew.
called the one house the Maggot Motel.
Gross.
Not
I'm
great.
sure you guys didn't get the have no money when you're in high school, so
No, this isn't high school. This is
this is college.
midway
Same
through
thing.
college, like ending college, like in that probably like 22, 23 in that range.
Yeah.
And that, so like we don't have any money yet.
No.
I mean, we're like in the beginning stages of getting our first
And you don't
jobs,
care.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but good times down in Seattle.
Well, that all this activity talk leads me to the game. So
Game it up.
I came up with a this or that summer edition.
Bring it.
So I'm gonna throw some out to you and let's talk about it.
Let's do it.
Okay. So this or that, beach or pool?
Beach.
Beach all the way.
day.
Yeah.
Pools are nice, but give me the beach. I could live on the beach.
I love the
By the way, the beach, the best time to be at a beach is sunset.
Yeah.
Hands down. When the sun's going down, people are off the beach, it's not crowded. Maybe bring a beer on the beach. It's great.
Ooh.
FYI.
Yeah. No, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Sunbathing or swimming?
Sunbathing or swimming?
Yeah.
Swimming.
I go sunbathing.
Sunbathing, so just
Yeah.
sit there and
I
get
could literally
tan.
lay there all day. Yeah.
Do you listen
I
to
love
music or do you listen to a
Yeah.
podcast?
Or just like chat, whatever.
Just chit chat, sunbathe?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could read. I don't know,
Read.
I get bored.
I know. Guys get bored. I feel
Yeah.
like it's like a guy girl thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is, I think, gonna be a big one here. Water park or amusement park?
Water park.
Really?
Definitely a water park. I like
Okay,
amusement parks,
can we
but
talk
like
about this for a
the
sec?
log flume is a special thing
I love water parks, but people
Yeah.
get so grossed out by them. Do you?
because like they're
Like-
not cleanly.
I guess.
Yeah.
Like, or they think about everyone like peeing in the pool. I don't know.
Well, since you like to
Just don't think
sunbathe, you
about it.
seem like you would love the lazy river.
Oh yes.
Or
I
just
love
like
the
kids
lazy
are in
river.
there flopping around, probably peeing. So like that.
I just don't think about it. Like I just don't like that. I don't think about it.
I always love the water park.
I always love going to the water park.
I think they're more accessible too. There's more
Can-
water parks than there are amusement parks.
I want to hear from you guys. Are you grossed out by water parks or did you like them?
Or you grossed out by the baby pool?
Well, yeah, you don't go to the kiddie pool. But I always loved them. Okay. what
Wait,
else?
before you move on,
What?
I don't know if this is true or not. I just remember hearing this
What?
that pools would put a certain chlorine in the pool,
Mhm.
so that if you were to pee in the pool, it would come out like a different color, so you would be exposed.
Oh.
I think it was
Um,
like I don't know
doubt-
exactly. I don't know what color it was, but I remember reading that. That way, if someone
totally
decides to do
called
that,
out.
they get called
I
out.
don't know. I've never seen that. Have you?
I think that's a thing, and it should be a thing because it's disgusting if you pee in the pool.
Certainly is not
Let
a
the
thing.
little kids pee in the baby pool, like they just pee, that's fine. But in the adult pool,
No.
there should be no peeing.
There's people
and there
peeing
should
in
be
that
people.
pool all the time.
I
and
know
they
there are, but there
can't-
should be something in the chlorine
There
or whatever
should.
they drop in there where it exposes them.
I don't
Like
know.
how funny would it be if you're in the pool with your friends and the pool is blue, and all of a sudden like you're standing next to your friend, and all of a sudden
Well-
there's just like a red something. That would be funny.
That would be funny.
But they should deserve to be called out. You should be peeing in the
Yeah,
pool.
don't do it.
Don't do it. Okay, that's all I got.
Okay.
What else?
Okay. Water ice or ice cream?
Water ice. I love water ice.
How do you say
I
water?
worked at a water ice place for 7 years throughout my high school and a couple years in college.
Okay, I have.
Shout out to Pop's Water Ice.
Okay, well, I was gonna say Rita's or Capri.
Well, Rita's is like the rival of Pop's where I worked.
Okay.
But I do like Rita's.
Do you like
Capri?
Yeah, have you been to Capri?
Never heard of Capri.
What? It's right down the street.
Never been there.
Oh, it's so much better than
I was
Rita's.
thinking of Capri Suns.
Anyone else?
Yeah, Rita's mango is the best.
I like the cherry.
Cherry stains your hands.
And
It's the
top.
only
I know.
water ice flavor that stains your hands.
You're like, every time someone order that, where you're like,
Mhm.
don't do it.
I just know that like it gets stuck in your fingernails and
Yeah.
it gets gross, especially when you
love
clean up the end of the night. Just my Rita's water ice and Pop's water ice knowledge there for you.
Memories. Okay. Summer fling or summer love?
Summer fling or summer love? I wasn't expecting that one. Would I rather date a girl
This
for
or
2
that?
months, or would I rather date a girl for?
Like, would you rather have a fun fling or like fall in love and then you have to like separate and it's like super sad, but like you loved them? I think that's what I'm asking.
We'll say summer fling.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else do I have here for you? High dive or low dive? You
High dive.
or
You got to
low?
be an adrenaline junkie.
You're not
High dive. If
afraid
you're
of
gonna jump, might as well go big.
Yeah.
Don't just do like a little eggy off the bottom. You know what an eggy is?
No, that's an
You
egg.
just like fall into the water head first, like you just fall off like a zombie into the water. If you're gonna jump, jump.
Do you,
Go big, go
do you
home.
dive off the high dive or do you just jump?
No, I jump up like a pencil and I go. It just falls into the
You
water.
plug your nose?
No, I made that up. I dive.
You definitely plug your nose.
I dive. I'm a diver.
oh.
Or the most likely scenario is a cannonball.
Oh, well, that was the next one.
Yeah.
Cannonball or rope swing?
From jumping out. Well, you're not gonna rope swing into a pool.
I guess which would you rather? I thought we were playing this or that, but I guess I'm kind of
Yeah, rope swing. I did some sort of rope swing type deal in New Zealand. It was a lot of fun.
So fun.
Yeah, the rope swing song. But you got to know when
Are
to
you
let
big-
go.
Are you a big cannonball guy though?
Yep, because I
Yeah.
love screaming cannonball. And if I hear that, all I think is of, what's the character's name from Sandlot? What's the guy's
Oh
name?
yeah.
I
Don't
can't
ask
remember
me
his name,
names.
but that's the first thing I think of when I
Yeah.
hear cannonball. And he gets everybody wet at the pool. And he's walking with his shirt off, waving to ladies, going like this.
Yeah.
It's
Such a good
great
movie.
scene. Yep. Right before the infamous fake drowning scene with
Yeah.
Smalls and
I
Winnie Peppercorn.
know.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Great
such
movie.
a good movie. Okay, I have a few more.
Okay.
Slip and slide or water balloon fight?
Water balloon fight. Water balloon fight's the greatest.
Doesn't this
My
bring you back to all
favorite
these
thing-
fun
my favorite
things?
thing with
Like,
water
why
balloon
don't we
fight
do this anymore?
Is a poorly made water balloon and seeing somebody throw it and it just explodes in their
All of
face.
them.
There's nothing more funny than that. That's great. I cheer for that.
Such a noodle. Okay, baseball game or outdoor concert?
I love baseball, but I'm going outdoor concert. Outdoor concert's one of my favorite things on earth.
Yeah.
I would have said football game over baseball though.
Well, we're talking
I think-
summertime, so
I know. I'm just saying.
stay with summer.
Outdoor
game.
concert.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I already know the answer to this, but I'm curious if you know about this. Golf or froth?
For office frisbee golf.
Yes. Did you ever frisbee golf?
Probably I have. I have. I actually have some friends that love it.
We did that all the time in the summer. That was like
Yeah.
one of my favorite things.
I've done it a few, but I have some good friends that go all the time down in
Where is
Brewery
that
Town.
one?
It's called Sledgley.
Ooh.
It's out in like
I'll
Brewery
check it
Town
out.
area. Some of my friends love it. They go all the time. I've done it a few times. I like that more than golf. I'm just not a
Yeah,
golfer.
you're not a golf guy.
I never got into golf. I do like putt, but I'm not a golfer.
that was a good one. I should have said that instead.
Yeah.
Okay, a few more. Water skiing or wakeboarding?
I've never done either.
What?
Yeah, I've never done either. But just
Oh.
listening, I'll probably do
That's
water skiing. I think that'd be fun.
water skiing's harder.
It's harder.
Yeah. Because
What would you prefer?
I actually do prefer water skiing. I never
Yeah?
really took to wakeboarding, but I can do both.
I would do both. There's not many. It's funny you bring that up because you have like more
That's
lakes
all we did. Yeah.
out your way. Like that's not
where
as
I
common
learned.
out here.
Lake.
So I think like in the Pocono area, that's probably more
Yeah.
common. But no, I never had the opportunity to. I would love to do both,
You gotta
but
try it.
I know.
All right. Let's end this with a bang.
All right, what do we got?
Lemonade or Kool-Aid?
Lemonade. Lemonade. Lemonade's one of my favorite drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
love me some lemonade.
I always
I've had
liked,
Kool-Aid in years, and if I drink Kool-Aid, I think of the red, and then I have like a red mustache.
Yeah,
all
you
day.
and the stained tongue.
Yeah, stained face.
I liked the tropical punch Kool-Aid.
Did you?
loved that
I
stuff.
don't think I got one of those since I was like in elementary school. My mom
Yeah,
packed my
neither.
lunch and gave me one of those Kool-Aid juice boxes.
Yeah. All I can think of is that Dane Cook. What was that? Do you remember that with the Kool-Aid?
I don't
It's
know.
good. Never mind.
He had a good one. You ever see the Family Guy skit?
Maybe.
Where the guy's giant Kool-Aid man and he busts through the room and goes, "Oh yeah!"
No.
and then like slowly backs out and goes, "Oh no." That's a funny one. All right, so that wraps up our game portion. That carried on for a bit. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
I was thinking all the summer things.
Yeah, summer things, summer
I love
things.
it.
So before we sign off, I just want to say a quick thing about the Sixers because it's relevant,
Oh yeah.
and I'm a little upset by Joel Embiid. The guy is sick. We just lost Game 5. Series was 2-2. There's some stat out there that says whoever wins Game 5 when a series is 2-2 wins like 75, 80% of the time, which sounds right. Joel Embiid,
No, I'm good.
if you're sick, I understand. Anybody that's ever played a sport, like I played high school sports, played a little bit of football in college. Like if you're a competitor, like come on. The first thing I saw when I watched the game last night was Joel Embiid walk up to like the locker room into the stadium, and he was walking like this, just like a zombie. Like his body language was
Yeah.
horrible.
Like,
As soon as I saw that, I'm like,
mental,
it's
too.
not good. Like his teammates are gonna feed off his energy. He's supposed to be the leader of the team. I understand you're sick, but come on, I need better energy from you. I need you to be a leader. Suck it up. If you're a competitor, you're making millions and millions of dollars playing a sport. Anybody would trade roles with you. I need more from you, Joel Embiid. You're the leader of this team. Don't let me down. Now we're down 3-2.
Yeah.
And we got like a mountain. Speaking of mountains, Colorado. We got a mountain to climb to come back and win the series. That's all. That's all I want to say about Joel Embiid and the Sixers. Chime in. If you think we can win this series, chime in. Let me know. I've got my doubts.
Also, you should have played a drinking game with every time that we said chime in today.
We did do a lot of chiming. We did do a lot of chiming. All right, Les. So let's do the wrap up. What do we talk about today?
Okay, recap today. We talked about appraisals, very important to the mortgage part of the transaction. So if you have any more questions, just let us know. And it's summertime. We're just so excited to get into these summertime activities.
Mm-hmm.
Shore season's about to start. We're gonna go down the shore. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Down the shore.
Down the shore. And yeah, that's all I got.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the show for today. Until next time.
Peace.
Peace.